Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the McFarlane DC Multiverse Daviid Corenswet Superman from the upcoming James Gunn Superman film. This is the regular version. There's also a deluxe version that comes with Crypto the Superdog. I got this guy at Target today, so let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see at the top, 22 moving parts, McFarlane Toys, ages 12 plus, DC Multiverse, Superman from the Superman movie. Here he is in the package. Looks like we have collector's card, display stand, and a total of 4 interchangeable hands. One side of the package, Superman from Superman. Other side, Superman. At the bottom, there's this barcode if that helps. And at the back, here he is posed up, sort of a drawing of him from the film. So with no further ado, let's open him up. Well, alright. Now we got this figure out of the package. Here he is with all the accessories laid out. We have a display stand, a collector's card, and then 2 alternate hands, totaling 4 interchangeable hands. Before we deal with all that, let's talk about and check out the figure. So this is the Daviid Corenswet Superman from the upcoming James Gunn Superman film. This is the regular version of the figure. It's got a plastic or rubber cape. It doesn't have the alternate faces. A little bit cheaper than the deluxe version that comes with Crypto. They look pretty similar except for the cape and some extra accessories, mainly Crypto. So let's take a closer look. Now, start with his face. Honestly, I think the likeness is good. Almost great. They did a very nice job capturing him. I can totally see him from the trailer right here. He's got that little sort of spit curl, very subtle at the top, and it's actually sort of sticking out a little bit. Be careful, you don't want to break that off. The hair is wavy, all black. He's got the sort of Kingdom Come looking Superman logo, which it's going to take some warming up to. I was expecting more of a traditional Superman logo. The suit itself has texturing in different sort of parts, as you can see there. More smooth in the middle. It has lines all over it, which kind of reminds me of the New 52. He's got these trunks, which I think look a little bit better on the figure than they do on the actual actor in the film, at least from what I've seen so far. Double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. And I will comment, as soon as I opened this guy up, he was sort of posed, I don't know, something like this. I straightened up the knee, and it caused a little stress mark at the bottom there. Not quite as bad on that side, but that is pretty noticeable and pretty damned annoying. Now, I didn't do this on the battle damage version or the deluxe version, which have the exact same knees, so I guess mine just was a little weak in the knees. Ha ha ha. He's got tall red boots. Cape has that same Superman logo on the back. It has some texture on the cape as well. Overall, I'd say they hit a home run with this Superman figure, and all 3 versions are pretty damn cool. And a closer look at his face and head sculpt, which I think they did a really good job on. The sculpt is there, the paint is there. They've come a long way since some of the earlier figures where they had really terrible likenesses. McFarlane has improved time and time again, and they're just getting better and better with things like this. I really like that extra piece of hair at the top, nice detail. And then, here's the figure, broken down as far as he can go, with all of his removable parts detached. Now let's check out his accessories, starting off with the boring stuff. Here's his display stand, typical McFarlane display stand we've seen countless times before. And then we have his collector's card. As you can see, it's a drawing of Superman from the film, Superman from Superman. On the back, there is a description. If you want to read that, pause now. Now let's check out his hands. He has a total of 4 hands, 2 left hands, and 2 right hands. Here he is, with his first pair of hands. His right hand is a fist, and his left hand is a large gripping hand. And here's his alternate pair of hands. This is a pair of flight hands. Every single Superman figure should come with a pair of flight hands, and a pair of fists. He has some flight hands, and at least 1 fist, so he's pretty close. Now to check out the reuse, similarities, and differences between this regular version of Superman and the deluxe version. Of course, the deluxe version has a bunch of different faces and Crypto. Besides that, the main difference is going to be the cape. The deluxe one is a cloth softgoods cape with a wire in it, and this regular version has a plastic or rubber cape. Beyond that, it's pretty much the same figure. So let's take a closer look. So, start with their faces. I do believe it is the same face sculpt. The only difference is this one is removable. You can sort of see that line sort of below his ear where it's going to pull out. And this one doesn't have that line, looks a little bit smoother. But if you look at the faces, I do believe they are exactly the same. They both look really good, really sharp. The paint might be just a hair better in this one, but that might just be luck of the draw. As we go further down, same Superman symbol, same torso, trunks, and boots. The biggest difference is going to be cloth soft goods cape, plastic or rubber cape. They both have the Superman logo on it. This one has the middle outline in black, and this one is just purely yellow. Everything else is pretty much the same, except of course this guy is a little bit cheaper than this guy. We now have 3 different McFarlane Superman figures on this base body: the deluxe, the regular, and the battle damaged. Now they've taken a pretty good look at the figure and his accessories. Let's check out his height. From bottom to the top of his head, standing about 7.1, maybe 7.2 inches tall, which can translate to about 18 centimeters. And for his articulation, starting with his head, of course, it can rotate side to side. He can look up, really not much at all, which is kind of disappointing. It's going to make it hard to get him to a flight pose. Down about that far. He can tilt his head at least a little bit from side to side. Shoulders, a ball joint, goes about 90 degrees. Up, down, around, all that good stuff. He's got this butterfly ring between his shoulder and chest. Increase the range of motion and cover up the large gap that would be there. Bicep cut below that. Double jointed elbow. And his wrist can rotate, and it's hinged as well. Torso, he's got a ball joint. Rotate around, forward and back. Another one in his waist. Rotate around, although it's very, very tight. Forward and back. Between the two, pretty good range of motion. You definitely get more out of the torso and the waist on this guy. And if you want to go into a flight pose, it's about the best you can do, and he's going to be looking down the entire time. Legs, complete dust splits. McFarlane style hip joints, kind of odd they cast that part in red. Rotation is almost non-existent. Legs go forward about that far. Back, not much. He's got double jointed knees. And then his ankles, forward and back. Rotate, tilt, rock, and of course, to articulation. Here's a look at Superman standing in a hero pose above the skies of Metropolis with his trusty sidekick and dog Crypto next to him. And here's an image of Superman hovering in the skies, looking over a city. And here, Superman in a flight pose, flying over Metropolis. Now let's check them out. Next to some other action figures, starting off with some other Superman figures. Here are all 3 versions of the Daviid Corenswet Superman: deluxe, regular, and battle damaged. Here's the 7-inch McFarlane Daviid Corenswet Superman, next to the Spin Master 6-inch version, which Spinner Master made 4 different versions of. From left to right, we have the single release, the release with a 2-pack with Superman the Kaiju Beast, then Superman from the 4-pack, the Luthor Corp lab set, and then the action version of Superman. Here's this new movie Superman, next to a couple of older and regular McFarlane Superman figures. We have the Action Comics 1000 Superman and the Hush Superman. And here, next to the Page Puncher and digital Silver Age Superman. Then, with the Injustice 2 and armored Page Puncher Superman. Here's this new movie Superman, next to a couple of other live-action Superman figures. We have the Christopher Reeve Superman, the Daviid Corenswet Superman, and the Henry Cavill Superman. We only need Brandon Routh to complete the main 4. And just like the Daviid Corenswet Superman, Henry Cavill also got the plastic and cloth soft goods cape treatment. And then here are all the McFarlane DC Multiverse Superman figures they've made. At least until recently, there have been a lot of Superman releases as of late. And here are all the more recent Superman figures. These are all the recently released Superman figures that are not in the previous photo. Now let's check them out, next to some other Superman movie figures. Here are the regular figures from the Superman movie: Bow Damage and regular Daviid Corenswet Superman, and Metamorpho. I believe this is going to be it for the regular figures. And here he is with some deluxe Superman movie figures. We have Superman, Mr. Terrific, and the Superman robot. I'm still in the hunt for Lex Luthor, Ultraman, Bow Damage Ultraman, and one more Superman robot. Next, with the Kaiju Beast, which is the only mega figure from this movie. And so here's my entire collection of McFarlane Superman movie figures. Like I said before, need to find the other 3, and then I'll have them all and be fully caught up. I wonder if there might be any surprises that's going to come out later, but I feel like we would have already been aware of them for the leaked lists. I'd love to get a 7-inch version of Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl to add to the collection. And here, with the entire line of 6-inch Spin Master figures, we've got the Superman robot, Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, Baby Joey, Crypto, Superman, Metamorpho, Lex Luthor, the Engineer, and the Kaiju Beast. And finally, here's Superman next to the Spin Master's 6-inch scale action feature figures. These figures are just horrible, god-awful. We have Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, Superman, and the Hammer. The Hammer of Baldovia is actually the best one. He looks normal, and this is the only Hammer figure in the 6 or 7-inch scale. Now let's check him out next to some other recently released McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Here he is, next to both the regular and Platinum Chase variants of the Target exclusive Collector's Edition Strange Lives of Superman. Here's the Superman, next to a couple more recent Target exclusive figures. We have the New 52 Superman, and the Revenge of the Green Lantern's Red Cyborg Superman. And here he is, next to the most recent Batman theatrical assortment. We have the all-bronze Michael Keaton Batman, the Batman Forever Jim Carrey Final Suit Riddler, and the Batman vs. Superman Jeremy Irons Alfred. Then, with a couple of McFarlane cover recreations, we have the infamous, stolen, Killing Joke Joker, and the Dark Knight Returns Batman. And now, next to the Amazon exclusive glow-in-the-dark Captain Carrot, here's a Superman, next to the Cyborg Superman, Bizarro, Eradicator, Armored Hal Jordan Green Lantern, Jade, and Cowboy Batman. And here he is, next to both the regular and Platinum Chase variants of the Walmart exclusive Year One Batman and Lieutenant Jim Gordon. Then, with both the regular and Platinum Chase variants of Icon. And now, with the GameStop exclusive Frostbite Red Hood and George Clooney Batman. And finally, next to the McFarlane Collector's Edition Wave 10, both the regular and Platinum Chase variants of Deadshot, Year 2 Batman, and Adam Strange. Now let's check him out, next to some action figures from different various companies, so we can see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you will know which lines you can mix him with. Since he's a McFarlane toy, they're typically the 7-inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the large action figure lines I collect, and work my way smaller. And I'm going to include as many Superman figures as I can during these comparisons. Since we already checked him out, next to all the other McFarlane Superman figures, here he is, next to some more McFarlane toys. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from McFarlane toys, all 7-inch scale. And now, with some Jack-specific wrestling figures and some Diamond Select toys, here's Superman, next to Velveeta Skillet Kit. And here he is, with some DC Direct and NECA Superman figures. Then, with both some Mattel and Jazzwares wrestling figures. And now, with some Mezco and Mattel Superman figures. Next, with some Mafex and Hasbro Marvel Legends. And finally, with some SH Figuarts and Jazzwares Fortnite figures. So overall, I think it's a very nice James Gunn Superman Daviid Corenswet figure. The likeness is on point, articulation's good, accessories are definitely on the light side. My complaints would be, really don't have a lot of complaints. I mean, it would have been nice if he had 2 fists, would have been nice if he had some sort of accessory besides just hands, and really he should have had a flight stand. That doesn't bother me too much because I have at least 50 flight stands by McFarlane, but any Superman figure should have a flight stand. My god. If I were to rate this guy, I'll probably give him a 7 out of 10. I believe I gave the deluxe version an 8 out of 10. It's a better figure. It has more interchangeable parts, crypto, the cloth soft goods kit with wire. Those are all improvements. But they're both very excellent releases, and I'm really happy to have them in the collection. I'm also really happy to have them before the movie comes out. So this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.